Shouxue helps ghost after ghost completely compose every time, but what if that composure is exactly why she has never learned the one lesson she keeps teaching everyone else? She's the Raven Consort in total isolation where nobody is allowed close. Every case proves she can care deeply. However, she has just never had to do it for herself. Here is what I want to get into. What that one lesson actually is, why the one time she lost control matters more than every other case combined, and why letting go isn't the same as forgetting. So here is that lesson. Huanyang, a high-ranking palace consort, comes to Shouxue in a panic. Her flower whistle won't blow, which should mean her lost lover, Shouxue, has finally moved on to the afterlife. That's not the case though. Instead, his spirit can't reach her to say goodbye, and Huanyan is just stuck, not knowing if he's actually gone or stranded somewhere in between. Shouxue fixes it. She tells Huanyang he will return to her again in summer, and honestly, Huanyang's reaction is the whole point of this case. She's happy and sad at the same time, and neither one cancels the other out. Getting to actually say goodbye doesn't erase the loss magically. It just means she's not stuck anymore. And that's the lesson right there. You don't have to choose between holding on and letting go. You can do both. Keep the person, lose the grip. Like keeping a photo of someone you have lost on your phone versus checking it 40 times a day because you can't stand that they are gone. Same photo, same loss, and completely different relationship to it. Which means Shouxue clearly knows this inside and out. She just taught it flawlessly to a total stranger. But then there is Bingwei, and that case is unsettling for a completely different reason. It's not another example of the lesson working, it's the one time the lesson doesn't hold up at all. Bingwei possesses Shouxue's own lady-in-waiting and threatens to cut her throat, specifically to force Shouxue's hand, and this time Shouxue doesn't ease anyone's grip on anything really. She loses control completely to the point where the Emperor has to step in. Same lesson, but the opposite result, and that's exactly the problem. With Huanyang, a stranger's grief, she could hold the bond loosely and keep it intact no problem. The second it's someone she actually cares about, she can't do the thing she just taught someone else how to do. Kind of like a driving instructor who stays perfectly calm coaching other people through a skid and then completely loses it the one time it's their own kid in the passenger seat. Which means this isn't just a harder version of the same test. It's proof the lesson has a limit, and the limit is exactly where it matters most, herself and people close to her. Afterward, she actually questions her choice to let anyone close at all, circling back to the old isolation rule from the previous concert, wondering if it was right the whole time. Like someone badly burnt once by caring too much, deciding never to get that invested again. Except the show doesn't let that be the final word. Later, the Emperor actively pushes back on the idea that isolation was ever the healthy answer. Which means the show isn't just showing us Shouxue's blind spot, it goes one layer deeper to ask whether she will actually ever get to fix it. And that question matters because of what's actually at stake for her. Can Shouxue ever leave this role? Period. The show never confirms it. She is possessed by the Raven spirit without full consent, and the Emperor directly questions whether she has any real say in her own life at all. Here is why that's the piece that makes this whole pattern worth caring about. Every single ghost case has secretly been Shouxue practicing the one skill she has never gotten to use on her own life. Holding someone without gripping so hard it destroys her. She has spent this entire season teaching strangers how to do the thing she can't yet do for herself. And whether she ever gets the freedom to actually try it on her own life, not someone else's grief, hers, is the one thing the show refuses to answer. That's what makes it worth sitting with. She might spend her whole life being the one person who can heal everyone else's grip on the people they have lost, and never get the chance to loosen her own. So here is where that leaves her. Huanyang got to say goodbye without losing the bond, Shouxue still hasn't learned how to do that for herself, and whether she ever gets the chance to, that's the question this show refuses to answer. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one.